Welcome back to the MANvFAT Wales YouTube channel, and I'm joined by Half a Can Champo and the newest acquisition to the media team here in Newport, the one, the only, he of Breakfast Raptures fame, is Mr. Andrew Tall.
Hello.
I'm hoping we've got some applause going on. Some effect.
I mean, yeah.
Well, that's enough.
Well, I use a range of one.
Do you know, I've got images in my head now of Cronin just
I'm sure you have.
standing in his room, clapping.
With his sexy man
Our
sachet.
only fan, yeah.
Sexy man sachet.
Sexiest fat man sachet.
Top off.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to obviously announce and welcome Andrew to the team. We're going to go some quick fire questions for both of you, because I've got you both here. And we're going to go through the season in Newport so far. Each team by team, players to watch, players not to watch, scan, and just see where we are thus far. It should be good, because I think you're not taking it too seriously this year, are you?
Who?
You.
Take it more serious.
You're not taking the league too seriously, really. Just sort of meandering.
No, it's because you said we're doing some quick fire questions, and I just said to Andrew, I'm used to firing quick, so.
Oh. It was a mistake. This was a mistake.
My son was not a mistake.
Mate, get it together or we're going to have to bin this off. Okay, so either answer both together or we'll go alternate and we'll put this out on
Let's go alternate.
The TikTok.
We'll go alternate.
Okay, I'll give Andrew the odd numbered questions and you the even numbered questions. We'll start with Andrew.
Harder.
Ready?
Yeah.
Favourite drink?
Fanta lemon.
Ooh, that's an
You absolute disgrace.
Champo, when are you most productive?
In bed.
Not when he's having a beer. Andrew, main inspiration and why?
My footballing inspiration was always Mark Hughes because of the volleys, the overhead kicks, and just everything he used to do. But then when he became a manager, he just let me down.
This next question is summer or winter, so I won't ask that to Champo. But who's your greatest inspiration?
Adam Bogdan.
Good answer. Good answer. What's something new that's happening in your life right now?
Well, new relationship I'm in.
Oh, of course. With Katie.
The weight loss is coming off as well. Love it.
Favourite flavour of cake?
Any cake. I mean, come on.
All.
Which is your worst subject at school?
Oh. Even though I took it for GCSE, art.
You were going to say cherry bakewell.
I was going to say cherry baby.
What was your worst subject at school?
History by a mile.
Oh, I used to go to sleep in history.
Fucking Moulton Bailey castles and rubbish like that.
Cats or dogs?
Oh, I'm just about to buy a cat, so I gotta say cat.
Are you really?
I'm buying one off Callum.
Oh, cool. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Favourite food?
Spaghetti bolognese. If anyone disagrees, then they're fucking wrong.
Andrew, is spaghetti bolognese in your top 5?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Is it your favourite food?
This is why he's good.
I love a steak, but I think we definitely eat spaghetti bolognese more often because Jackson loves it as well.
Thank you very much. Join us back here on the YouTube channel in probably yesterday, because the 60 seconds don't tend to make it out before the main videos. But see you then. Very good. And we'll just power straight in. Hello again and welcome back to the MANvFAT Wales YouTube channel. I've just finished the last video. We're powering straight into this video.
Same can.
Same can. Same can. You'll be pleased to know.
Our different same can.
What we're going to do today, we're going to get the In Conversation boys together and we're going to have a look at the season so far in Newport. Chew the fat a little bit. Picks for the championship in each of the 3 leagues.
Easy.
And we'll just get straight into it.
Palmer's winning everything.
So, Palmer's my goal.
Definitely not defender of the season
Palmer's
after last week.
Palmer's winning my player of the season for my team.
So we'll go from bottom to top in the combined league, and we'll have a chat about the team's exploits.
So we're going last then, yeah.
So yes. And first up, and I don't think anyone called this at the start of the season. Currently in 8th place, black is the new orange.
I know, yeah, very, very.
What
the thing is, though,
I'm going to come down and join you.
what you need to take into consideration is
They are carrying Craig Larkin.
Injuries recently. I say recently because a couple of injuries, working shifts and stuff. Rose him out, for the last at least sort of month or 2 months of 4 players every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we had to give away a couple of games at the start of the season, and that sort of took the momentum out of the team wanting to sort of be, I won't say successful, you know, it probably was, but this season was, I know this season after speaking to a couple of them is, look, you know, let's have a go. If we lose weight, we lose weight. Enjoy it on the pitch, and we'll try properly next season when we're back to full strength. And I look forward to them next season being a lot stronger than they have been this season.
They have launched their first win of the season this evening against Biskoffenheim in a very close 9-8 victory. So that puts them just 1 point behind 7th place. So it's not all over. It's not all over there.
It's never over. It's never over.
Andrew, any parting thoughts for 8th place?
You know, the only way is up.
Yeah.
They've got a handy player, haven't they, in Joe Young?
Yeah. He's got a very good volley.
That wasn't a joke.
I thought you were going to say Scan.
Sorry, who?
I was waiting for you to say Scan.
Seventh place, my team, Tandoori Knights, Newport White. Not gone particularly well for
I'm
us.
surprised.
You've had half a new team pretty much, so haven't you? This season?
Yeah.
Quite
Every
recently.
every week I turn up, there seems to be a new person in a white shirt.
Yeah, we took on four new players a few weeks ago, and we are starting to bed in quite well. But yeah, it's been a difficult couple of seasons for us, for sure.
I'm surprised. You look at the team in general, Aaron Smith, Eddie, Bradders,
We have to carry
Billy's
Brad.
were great. Carl Gingle,
Yeah,
well.
fantastic.
Yeah.
you know, the JJ Readings,
Yeah.
who had a
MANvFAT,
massive
yeah.
success with the Oranges in the first sort of few seasons.
Oh, the Oranges.
You know, so I'm surprised at what's happening there. I really am, and I'm not really sure what's. Maybe you can shed some light on it. It's your team.
It's starting to bed in. It's starting to bed in. It is getting easier with us, but we just don't ever seem to have had that click. Really, it's never really.
I guess
really
with
had
too
that
many
synergy.
players coming and going, it's going to happen. Like.
The good thing you'll have though, or you should have, is that when you get new players, you get that boost on the scales usually. So your first few weeks when you start, you should realistically get a few losses and stuff like that. So you would think that you'd pick up some extra points on the scale side of it as well.
Well, huge shout out to Josh Howells, who rejoined the league 4
Yes.
weeks ago. There's more applause here. If you can. 4 weeks in, I think, he's lost over 1.9 kilos every week. And has taken us right up the team weight loss table into 4th from what was not 4th before he joined us.
It pops up in every video, but what I will say is it says a lot about the team with the support that he's having, because he was part of the first ever World Cup winning team
It was
in the Blacks
it
with
was.
Andy Stenterford, and it just wasn't quite happening for him there. You know, he was having some good weeks, but there was a couple of bad weeks,
Yeah.
and I think in amongst the change now, it's going well for him, and I'm absolutely delighted for him.
He's here with his dad this time, who's also
Okay.
smashing it. So yeah, lots of good things happening at the Whites, weight loss
Ah.
wise, but not so much in the league. But we'll move up to 6th. Do you know who's 6th?
K-Boys?
It's the Breakfast
Is it us? I was
Raptors.
going to say, is it
It's
us?
the Breakfast Raptors.
I apologise, K-Boys.
They're next. What's the crack, Andrew? Obviously, you're closer to the Breakfast Raptors than we are every week. Is it because you've got Mike's and Sticky?
No, it's for us. I think it's been weight loss more than anything. On the pitch, we've always been decent passing team, being able to play a bit of play football well and stuff. But we have weeks where we all seem to do well, and then other weeks where some of them not on the ball with it or whatever, and making a gain and stuff like that. So it's just a little bit of, I think for us, more on the pitch, plus goal scoring a lot of the time as well.
Well, you aren't 6th in the pitch league. You are you're 5th in the pitch league, so a step up there.
Most of the goals deflected anyway.
Bouncy goals, am I right?
I'm making sure I play against you in a couple of weeks, and then I got in the week after.
Top
I
of
actually
the
got,
bottom
I got,
half.
I got in next week, and I got you.
This is
Is
like
it?
my, this
I'm
is
not
my
here next
comeback.
week.
This is
You're
like
not
my,
here next week.
Next week I have to
this
give.
is like my comeback tour. I'm being able to play that second half of the season, so I'm going to make the most of it.
I'm not sure what's going. I say going wrong with the Blues. I mean, Ross Gudgeon is full of energy.
Yeah.
Doesn't stop.
Absolute energy, doesn't stop. Ben Harry working away is a big killer. He's a
we've
very
lost,
good
I think,
footballer.
it's about 7 or 8 weeks.
Dave Roberts can play football, but I know he
Yeah.
fluctuates up and down on the scales. Pep, fantastic goalkeeper.
We've missed him a couple of times
Pep,
where he's been
fantastic
away.
goalkeeper.
Had a good game outfield tonight for the Greens.
The thing is,
Coming with
you
the
could
Greens.
pinpoint at least 3 or 4 players in every team that really stand out.
Yeah.
But that's nothing against the rest of the team, because, you know, everyone here puts in the effort and stuff. And I'm quite surprised to see you got a low down. I mean, you beat us 1-0 early on in the season. Great finish from Ross. Right,
I
I
going to
did.
say it was deflected.
No, Ross. We went high. Ross beat the man and smashed it past Callum, because I didn't play. I only come on for the last 5 because we had 11 players.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So I was on the
Yeah,
side.
that's why I only come on. But yeah, I think next season. I think you'll do better next season.
Yeah.
The team in 5th just did you today on the scales a 12-9 victory for the Killeen Cowboys.
I love
Top
them.
of the bottom half.
I
I don't think there's anyone in that team that I dislike. They've got a beautiful kit.
I don't like Perkins.
Well,
He fucking deflected one past me a couple of weeks. Oh,
Forgot
mate,
about
honestly.
Perkins.
I'm sure I was.
Oh.
Did I watch that? Was I commentating on it?
I think you were commentating on it, because I heard you straight away, and it took everything to me not to tell you to fuck off.
okay.
I don't know if I can actually say that.
4th in the Scales League, the
Oh, we're not
Killeen
gonna talk about the
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
And doing Killeen
No,
Cowboys.
Oh, sorry, I
Fourth.
apologise,
He's
sorry.
around up at the league.
Fourth
This
in
is
the
why
Scales
Billy's in
League.
charge.
7th though in the pitch league. So they're winning lots of their games on the scales. There, lots of
Yeah.
Fair play to him, because that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. They've
Because
got the amazing loser, Mikey Henderson, who's achieved his BMI.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say. His BMI. Was it? He'd been on holiday. Then he came back. Was it 15%? And then the following week hit BMI. So it's
They're
like,
at a couple, I think, 0.2 to get to his BMI.
couldn't have been a very good holiday. That's all I can.
Joining his father-in-law in what is now a huge BMI boss club in this league.
Because you got 2. You got Michael Simmons taking
We're going to look like a bunch of ringers turning up to, to the national tournaments
You
and
get
the
that.
regional.
You get that. Coming up then into the top half, and I need to move myself back to the combined league. It's, what a moment. What a moment this evening. Liam Timothy bagged himself a brace. His first ever MANvFAT goals. They did lose out on the pitch tonight overall. Oh, more applause! More applause! Cronin's clapping at home. It's Biskoffenheim. The worst badge in the league, but a good outfit nevertheless.
I will always have a soft spot for Greens. Always. Got to play with them last week, and I just felt right at home.
There was some special times. The old
Felt right
green
at
team.
home. They're doing exceptionally well, and I, considering the inconsistency of their side over the last sort of few weeks, they're still in and around it, especially on the scales.
Indeed, 6th in the pitch league, but 2nd in the scales league.
I don't know how they got on the scales tonight. On the scale,
It was a scales victory tonight.
It was. So we're the only team to beat them this season on the scales, then.
Looks like it. Looks like it. They've lost 3 games in the scales this year, and Fatchester are 2. So it's bloody tight up at the top of the scales league.
They've been
A
unlucky.
couple of weeks, haven't they?
They've been unlucky, the Greens, because it seems that every time they play against us, someone gets injured.
They have got a lot of injuries.
Because I think Phil the first season got injured, and then last week when we played them, they were I don't know the lad's name. I was speaking to him earlier, asking how he was. Who jarred his knee, the one you came on for.
Yeah.
And he's said he's going to be out for a while because he's got to wait for a scanner and stuff. So it's just bad luck. It always seems to happen when they play against us, which is it's never a nasty
It's
game.
Mike Simmons.
But, but then he got injured last week as well, so
didn't
he can't play now for the next couple of weeks. So it wasn't even a violent game that I would say that people were kicking each other or whatever. It just seemed to be tweaks and twinges. And
I look forward to a Friday when it comes to watching Grant beforehand, just raging at why people are not playing. The rage.
Yeah, he's got some opinions, isn't he, Grant?
Do you believe it?
Not well. It's not my issue to have.
You're too nice. Do you believe it?
No, I'm pretty much the same. Because especially when I was injured, I was turning up every week and weighing, And then to hear
And losing
people,
considerably a lot of mental weight, I'd like to add.
but when you hear about players on our own team or even other teams, and it's like, oh, they just couldn't be bothered to turn up. That annoyed me so much because I'm like, I can't physically get on the pitch and play, yet these people could if they wanted to, but they just decide they can't be bothered this week or whatever. Or if there is an injury or whatever, then fair enough. But it's when people just don't.
I've got to go and put my hairdryer on.
Doing a grant. What, when someone doesn't show up?
Yeah. Give them the hairdryer treatment.
Moving into third, and I think we should probably talk about the top three as a collective, because each league has the same top three in a different order. I don't have it in front of me anymore because my phone's just died. But the top three in the combined league and the scales
Sexy
league
Pirates are third,
and the
Man City
pitch
second. And
yeah, in the combined league. Oh, sorry, who's top? Who's top?
We're top.
Can't
combined
remember.
league.
You sure? Sure about
I'm fucking serious.
that? You are
I don't
indeed.
even have to have like
You
I know-
are indeed. You're
I know
top of the
he's
combined league. Top of
definitely-
Man
the-
City are on our heels, and then Sexy Pirates.
It's a very close top
Um,
three in each league. I think Man
three-
City have edged the scales this evening. Oh no, the pitch this evening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
top of the
were
pitch,
last
isn't
week. They were last week. Shows how much attention you pay.
We weren't filming last week, chaps. We're filming this week.
They were top last week. They're top again this week. They might well stay top. They've got a very good, fantastic side. So Sexy Pirates. I was saying to them earlier, we've got quite lucky.
incredible.
We've been quite lucky this season to play them twice when they're missing big players.
BMI
From
bosses for
the-
days in the Sexy Pirates.
So how many BMO bosses have they got?
They've definitely got Morlin. Hubbard and Dan have got to be on the precipice, right?
Yeah, but they've only got one, haven't they? Well, we got Nathan.
And they can run forever. You do have Nathan.
And I got Callum and Tommy Close.
We play them next week.
Tommy, I haven't seen Tommy in a while.
Tommy decided to put in the group yesterday that he was away this week. I wasn't sure if he was going to make it. I mean,
Right.
he's had 3 holidays in 2 months. Fair
Hope
play
to
to
see
him.
him soon. Hope to see him soon.
Fair play to him. But he's, do you know what? I'm quite lucky this season to have a very good team in front of me.
Yeah.
And I am. Man City, their team has got stronger with the players they brought in. They've been putting their team.
Ollie, a fantastic acquisition.
1,000 shots a game, Ollie. Yep, I love him.
It's nice for them because last season
What just-
Tom's headache was just
It's just
constantly
Andy.
no-
It's just Andy loves it. He's too.
There was this-
Tom Sainz played last week to our mate, and he was grinning him. He was grinning him because he was such a
Because he
big.
played
and then
before
Andy-
the game,
Well,
yeah.
because Andy didn't even turn up in the game.
So we haven't spoke a great deal about Fatchester. Obviously, we've mentioned Nathan, and you talk about the great team that you have in front of you. What are your aspirations? Are you going for the hat trick?
I asked the guys 2 weeks ago, and they said that they wanted all of them. I was sort of edging just towards the scales because that's what at the end of the day that's why we're here.
Yeah.
So if we can win the scales, I personally would be delighted. Anything else is a bonus, as long as Andy don't win.
You could do.
But I tell you what, I don't think we lost on the scales today. Bad week, it happens. Fergal, Ethan Mackay on a regular basis are losing considerably a good amount of weight, kilo pluses every week. Again, not this week. It's unfortunate it happens. Callum, very good on the scales. Birdie, Porno Ash.
Yeah, great
Porno
nickname.
Ash on the pitch.
Is
and
that
on
the best
scales.
nickname in the whole club? Yes.
I think, yeah, but I mean, with a name like Ashley Kendall, you automatically, if you said I'm going to bring Ashley Kendall to your party and he turned up, you'd be disappointed it's not a female with fake tits.
Yeah, I get that. Okay. Shouts for the overall champions, Andrew. Who are you going with?
Well, we play Reds next week and then
How much?
Oranges
How much?
for what?
To win.
Turn this off.
How much to win?
Well, we'd hope to win anyway, but
Well, there we go.
That's that dealt with.
yeah, I fancy the Fatchester, not just because Champ was here, but I think their togetherness, and the bit I really like is that after the game, every week, you all go in the bar and have a drink together or sit down together, but it's that togetherness which,
Good.
yeah, just the one. But it's that togetherness of a team. That's where it is. Whereas like a lot of teams just become maybe a quick chat and a warm up before the game, and then
I
shoot
think
off
it, I
straight
think
after.
it makes life a lot easier because I sort of
And the
we
dummy
did it on the
club
greens,
stuff.
didn't we?
We did do that. With the
We did it on the greens, and I think that the togetherness of the team just makes life a lot easier to deal with any issues somebody puts on. It's a lot easier to talk about it. If you feel like you're just turning up, playing, and then going,
Yeah.
you're not really feeling a part of it.
Yeah,
You know, and that's just what I feel. But I'm actually going to surprise you here because I'm going to go for Man City to win it.
Well, that's good because I was going to go Sexy Pirates.
I think Man
Ooh.
City, the game against Blacks for Man City is the big game for them now.
Yeah, for sure.
That's gonna, for me, determined it. I think purely because the Blacks are not quite on the scale front this season. I think that's going to go in the favour of Man City. I'm not sure on the pitch because it depends on what turns up for Bitno.
Of course.
What turns up for Bitno? Obviously,
Changeable
with
lineup.
work and injuries, it's difficult for him to feel. I know next week he's got to give the game away because he's got 5 players away, 2 injured, 3 on holiday, 2 in work. He's only got 3 players at most, I think, next week. So whether they play next week gets a walkover. I'm hoping all these get cancelled. Not being selfish, like. But. So yeah, I think, and because Titi are in front on the pitch, I think it's there for them to stay in front. But I think it's more pressure on us to stay where we are.
Yeah.
We're a point in front on the scales. We're in front with 5 goal difference, better off than Man City on the overall league. 1 week that could change. We could both win, but their goal difference, they could win by 20, we could win by 4.
The reason
I think it's actually
I was going to
more.
say, when you were looking at your phone, did you catch how many points behind are the Sexy Pirates?
I didn't catch any points.
To
But I
allow
think
that.
they're in the
They're
conversation.
They're going to be 2 now.
Yeah.
3-1 and City 1. So I think they're going to be 2 points behind. You can't rule them out.
Well, they've done so well.
Hubbard, Morlin, Chris Taylor,
Huge amounts of weight lost by Chris Taylor.
Jack. They're phenomenal on the scales.
Jack is top
smashing it,
scorer.
yeah.
Well, they had 6 players tonight. Well, the 7th turned up late. They had a 10% from Pete Biggins. Well done, Pete.
Well done, Pete.
And I know at least 4 of the 6, I think, lost over a kilo. I think.
When I was doing this
I mean,
at the
fair
start
play
of the
to
season,
them. Fair play to them.
And with some of them, you don't know where they're still losing the weight from, to be fair.
well, especially
Because-
Morlin, he lost 0.6 today. What's he done? Cut a foot off? Unbelievable. But I didn't expect them to be in the conversation. I've got to be honest. It wasn't. No
Really?
one I picked at the beginning of the season, and they did so well. They've never dropped out of the top 3. I would really love to see them lift the trophy. But obviously,
Whatever happens, it's good. Because the first couple of seasons, it was us and Orange just sort of running away in our own little battle. I think whoever wins it now on all 3 fronts, scales, pitch, and combined, will fully deserve it.
And as a parting note, I think season 5 is going to be incredibly competitive. It'll be the last season before we expand to a 10-team league, a dual divisions, and it'll be, and everyone's going to want a piece of it. So very exciting.
I'm not sure what I think of the dual divisions.
It's an incredibly exciting process.
I mean, it is, but two groups of 5.
Does that mean someone wouldn't play every week?
yeah,
it means
that's
it
why it
won't-
has to be 6 and 4. But that's another video. That's another video. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to Andrew Toole and Lee Little for their company and their mid-season review.
Yeah, he's right.
If anyone else wants to join the team, there's going to be a vacancy.
You go in here.
No, you are. Thank you so much for joining us. I will see you next time. Up ahead. Up ahead.